While the Patriots and Seahawks are preparing for Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, millions of sports bettors are putting in their own final preps on some specialized wagers that cover just about everything. Who doesn't love a good prop bet, right? Joining us now from the American Gaming Association, Vice President of Research, David Foreman. David, good to have you with us on this Super Bowl Eve. The AGA estimating $1.7 billion will be wagered legally this weekend. Is that a record?
Yeah, it is another record. We estimate that this is going to be the 8th straight year of record Super Bowl wagering since the 2018 Supreme Court decision that returned sports betting regulation to the states. And at this point, 39 states have legalized sports betting, and people are taking advantage of that legal opportunity to place a lot of bets on the game this weekend and to kind of complement, the entertainment that the game itself brings by, making prop bets or betting on the Pats or the Seahawks to win it all.
Yeah, so talk about the difference, though, between legal and illegal sports betting. What's the importance now? And I guess, for obvious reasons, the importance of doing this by the books.
Yeah, of course, it's always important to do it by the books. Sports betting in the United States is operated on a state-by-state basis, with each state decides on its own whether sports betting is going to be legal within its borders, and if so, how it's regulated, and what sports books are licensed to operate what bets. In some states, there are commercial sports books, like there are in New York, and others it's limited to tribal casinos. In some states, it's available online. In some states, it's not. And in some states, it remains illegal altogether. And outside of that, those regulated operators, there are, unlicensed or illegal betting offerings that people sometimes take advantage of, whether it's the neighborhood bookie or an offshore website, or today, a lot of prediction markets are offering so-called sports events contracts that are sports bets masquerading as financial instruments.
Let me ask you this. What advice would you give some people that are making sports bets for the first time? Whether, I shouldn't say that, both for the seasoned gambler and that person that's putting their first 20 down, what advice do you give people?
I think the most important thing to keep in mind when you're betting is to make sure you're having fun. Right? You go into it with the right mindset. Make sure you know the rules and the odds on the betting, so there are no surprises at the outcome. And then finally, take whatever steps you need to make sure you're betting safely and responsibly, whether it's setting a budget or a time limit, betting with friends, or whatever works for you to make sure that it's fun.
And before I let you go, David, let me just ask you about the future of casinos here in New York City. We've got 3 proposed casinos set to open in the future here. How is that going to impact sports betting, you think, overall? Just going to add to those numbers?
Yeah, of course, it'll add to them at the margin. The vast majority of sports betting in the United States and in New York occurs online, more than 90%. So most people enjoy betting from their phone at the bar or at their home with friends or family. But there is a segment of consumers who like to go to the sports book and enjoy it in a big social atmosphere and watch the games with hundreds of other people. So at the margin, I think it'll add to the sports betting experience in New York for sure.
David, are you allowed to tell me who you like on Sunday?
I'm a Boston guy, so I'm gonna go with the Patriots and hopefully the start of a new dynasty.
I thought you were going to pull a Tom Brady and say that you had no card in this game.
Not impartial here this weekend.
Okay, awesome. Hey, David, thank you. Enjoy the Sunday, and we appreciate you taking a couple moments for us.
Thanks for having me.